This video is brought to you by Sun King Discs. Go to sunkingdiscs.com for a full selection of disc golf merchandise from all the major brands. What's up, guys? Welcome to my review of the DGA Steady. Big thank you to Sun King Discs for sponsoring this video. Go to sunkingdiscs.com and check them out. Got a huge selection. Tell them I sent you. They were also gracious enough to send me 2 of these to make sure I had one to give away to you guys. So I tested both of these pretty equally. I'm going to figure out whichever one's in better shape and give you that one. So stay tuned to the end of the video to learn how to enter that giveaway. The Steady is a really interesting putter by DGA. It is a beaded putter. It feels great in the hand. It flies really nice. Let's get into the review. Since they are the Steady, they are named after Steady Ed Hedrick. I thought it was only fair to include some history and some knowledge about Steady Ed in this review. So in 1966, he invented and patented the modern day Frisbee. 1975, he created and trademarked the term disc golf, created the sport of disc golf, and designed and installed the first disc golf course. And then in 1976, he also patented the first basket with chains, founded the DGA, Disc Golf Association, and the PDGA. So that's why it says number 001 on these discs to commemorate Steady Ed. That is his PDGA number as the founder of the PDGA. So really amazing guy, and we pretty much owe it all to him. You know, this sport would not be a thing without Ed. I also recommend definitely clicking over to the DGA website in the education tab. You can find a whole article there all about Ed and him creating the Frisbee and all the different kind of variations that happened and all the innovations that he made throughout the years. So really interesting stuff. Big thank you to Ed Hedrick for creating this game that we all love so much. Let's get into the review of the disc named after him. So it's a really nice beaded putter. This one is in the Pro Series, and I believe these are a special edition for sure. I got to ask Mike a little bit more details about that, but they're definitely a really nice feeling plastic. They have like a little bit of like texture to them. You can see those little speckles, kind of similar to like a Luna, but they're not as stiff. They have more give to them. They're pretty firm in terms of the actual flexibility of the disc, but they have some give on the flight plate under the thumb. They're really soft and kind of velvety, grippy, and they feel super nice in the hand. They have that bead there, which hopefully you can see. And they have this little flat edge also right there, kind of in between this outer rim and where the bead hits. There's like a little flattened portion there. The bead's pretty substantial. I'm going to show this next to a number of other beaded putters in just a minute, but it definitely seems like a pretty good sized bead to my eye. These are 170 to 172. They're basically a perfect matched pair, these two. They're really fun to throw together, and they fly exactly the same. We saw no real difference at all, both putting and throwing these two Steadies. They really perform exactly the same, and they feel great. So there you can see again a little flat portion, and then there is your bead and a nice rounded outside edge as well. And these ones are really flat. They're actually pretty much puddle top, sweeping down in kind of like a Yeti AVR kind of vibe with that puddle top, which I like. It feels real nice in the hand for sure. These are great in terms of feel. They putt really well. Let's put them up next to some other options that I like to do. First of all, we have a JK AVR, Saki Bomb Stamp JK AVR. Let me know if you want me to do a review on this guy. It could happen. Definitely not a disc that's in the playlist yet. So you can see the Steady, hopefully you can see, Steady, more rounded on the outside edge there, and it is also shallower for sure. The bead, probably pretty similar in terms of size and design, but again you have that flat portion there where it reaches the bead, and the AVR kind of smooths down, slopes right down into the bead. Beaded putter straight out of my bag is the Evolution Link. These are made by Latitude 64 for Discmania. Really great discs as well. Another beaded putter, larger diameter, just as flat, but definitely a little deeper, I'd say. And really nice rounded feel in the hand, and it rounds all the way from the top straight to that bead without any type of flat portion like the Steady. Couple other things. We also have the Steady BL. Sun King sent me this one to test and review as well, so stay tuned for that. I'll be doing the same. I haven't tested these too much, but this is a beadless version of the Steady. So instead of having the bead there, it just has like a smooth slope up to the inside rim. Very comfortable disc. Those just seem to be a little bit less stable. Basically, they're a little more flippy when you putt with them, when you throw them. Last but not least, we have a Judge here. The Judge and the Steady, quite similar, I'd say. This one, Judge, has some wear on it for sure. This was my buddy Anthony's old Judge. It's got some wear on it, but I have it here, so I wanted to put it next to it. Quite similar. They're similar in terms of the profile and all that stuff. These probably feel the most similar, these two, next to each other for sure. So the feel is phenomenal. The plastic is great. It's basically like a baseline, but it's really grippy and premium feeling baseline plastic. It feels super nice, like again, kind of velvety soft in the hand. So let's talk about the flight of this thing. We got James helping us out once again. We tested these quite thoroughly out there at Dabney, both in the field, off the tee, and in and around the baskets. I actually ended up testing these for 2 or 3 rounds as my main putters as well. I was strongly considering switching to them because I enjoyed the testing of them so much out there at Dabney, but I don't think I'm going to end up sticking with them. I think I'm just going to kind of stick with my Jawbreaker magnets and just use a fresh one. I think more of the problems were coming from them breaking in. None of that's terribly relevant for this review, other than to let you know that I tested these quite thoroughly as putters, and a lot more than I often do for putters, to be perfectly honest. A lot of times I focus more on throwing approaches and short drives with a putter, just because it's very subjective in terms of your putting style and all that kind of stuff. I ended up testing them because I liked them so much. As a thrower, they're super straight, they're very neutral, they will hold a turnover very nice. You can throw them up on a hyzer high and they'll swing in on that hyzer as well. Also great for approaches, very point and shoot in that respect, and very neutral overall. If you throw them flat, they will just fly really, really straight. When you're putting them, they have a little bit of a fade, so you want to kind of play for that. Unless you're a firm spin putter, then you could probably just pop them out there right straight on the line, and they should just hold dead straight in. One of the things I really like about these discs is that they're not understable at all. When you're putting them, they have no flip up, so they just come out of your hand on that angle, and they hold that all the way into the basket. So it's a very consistent putter. If you're having trouble with your putts being kind of squirrely, you might want to look into a little bit more stable putter like this. Also could be a great option for folks in windier climates, because it's a little bit more stable than something like a Magnet or a Deputy or any kind of understable, super understable putter. All in all, DGA Steady, probably my favorite DGA disc that I've tested to date. I'm looking forward to trying more of these DGA molds in the future, so stay tuned for that. And big thank you to Sun King Discs for sponsoring this video. Once again, thanks to all you guys for watching. If you want to enter to win one of these, all you have to do is go down in the description below, look for a Google form. Please fill that out with your full name and your email address, and I will announce the winner on the channel right here with a separate video in the future, probably a month or two. You know, no real set time, so I'll give you guys plenty of time to get in here and check out the video and enter to win one of these beautiful Steadies from Sun King. So thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers. That's wet. Thank you so much for watching, and big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. If you would like to see your name listed in the credits of all of my videos, go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd.